Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Girl in the Third Row. I'm your girl in the third row, and we're going to talk about movies and shows and all that fun stuff. So today we're going to talk about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I just saw this past week, and we're also going to talk about Hobbs and Shaw, which was it's been a minute. I think it came out like the first week of this month or last month, I don't know. But we're gonna talk about it because I thought it was a fun movie. So anyways, let's get started with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is about it kind of touches on the Manson murders that happened in 1969, which Sharon Tate got dead. And was just really sad because she was pregnant. I think she was like 7 weeks pregnant or something like that, or 7 months pregnant, sorry. And all the people that were in there, I think her husband died too, or he was out of town. This movie had me all types of confused when I was seeing it, because one, I had no idea that this was kind of touched on the basis of the Manson murders, and two, it just felt like there was no point to it, y'all. Like, no point to this movie. Like, I know like every movie really has no point when you really think about it. It's just a movie was made, a movie for you to enjoy and whatnot. But usually some movies just have some type of like meaning and like point for why it's out. But in this one, I don't know why it was made. Like, it was just like no point to it. But it's Tarantino and wow. Tarantino, sorry, Tarantino. And he's really famous for making their like Hollywood endings, just having a twist on events, like bad events, and making it into your typical Hollywood endings. So this is what he definitely did with this one, because the Manson murders actually die by Brad Pitt's hands, which is actually pretty epic. It was really cool. But the movie itself, I was so lost at first because it doesn't really touch on the murders. Like, I felt like to the very, very end, it really focuses on Leo's character. So it really touches on that and his bodyguard, which is played by Brad Pitt. Other than that, I got that, but I was just really like confused as to where this movie was going. There was just, Sharon Tate, played by Margot, she made, was in the story, but I was just so like, what's the point of this trick right now? But I think that's my own fault for not really having some type of like background or like some knowledge to like this movie. I just thought it was just like a Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt movie, and I just wanted to go see it. So that was kind of my own like fault, I guess. And so I went. It's after the movie, I was just like, I need to get some sort of like story, some background, some information, something that's gonna explain to me what the heck I just watched, because I am completely lost. The movie itself was really, really good. Leo was amazing, obviously, because it's freaking Leo DiCaprio. It's Brad Pitt, it's Margot, so the acting is phenomenal. Tarantino did an amazing job, which he always does. He did an amazing job with, giving you LA at that time. The scenario, like everything, the streets, the cars, the lights, everything about it, you felt like you were in the 1960s. And the ending is perfect. So the cinematography is there, the acting is there, the direction of the whole thing is there. I just felt as if there was no point to it. It was just, here's a movie somewhat about the Manson murders, and here you go. Do we pay or do we nay? I say that we can pay. We can pay. Go see it. It's a good movie. It's not anything you're gonna be bored at. It's a good movie. It's just have some type of background so that you're not so like completely lost, but it's also not all about that. It really isn't. It touches it, but not really. It gives you a whole new twist at the end with the murders, which is really, really epic. I think it's really good. The movie is it's a really good movie, but there's just, don't analyze it. It's just, there's no point really to it. It's just a Tarantino movie. And just enjoy it and enjoy Brad Pitt and Leo and Margot. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Nothing much to it. It was just, I don't know. I feel like that whole story itself, the Manson murders, I feel like it should have its own movie. I don't know. It's just really interesting because the whole reason of why Charles Manson wanted them dead, Sharon Tate dead, it's kind of like ridiculous. Apparently, the former owner of that was like a record dude, and Charles, from what I understand, I could be wrong, wanted to like breaking into the music industry, and he got denied, and so he had some type of revenge. And then Sharon Tate and her husband, a director, kind of went into this home and were renting it, and so he actually made an appearance in the movie, not the actual Manson, but you know, the Manson character itself made an appearance, whatever. And he was just told, no, we're renting this house out. But the point of him killing them just because they were, I don't know, I think it's very interesting, and I think a movie itself about it would have been like kind of cool. Definitely I would go see it again. So now that I have all this information, I think I can enjoy it even more. But yeah, that's Once Upon a Time, and we wouldn't pay for that one. Oh, and I'm also starting this new like saying like at the end that I talk about a movie. Should you pay or should you nay? Should you go pay and go see the movie, or should you nay and just wait for it on Netflix or something? So that's gonna be our face at the end and of every movie that we talk about. I think that would be really fun. The next one is Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw. What can I say about Hobbs and Shaw? Hobbs and Shaw was Hobbs and Shaw. It was really fun. Nothing more to it. It was just this really fun action movie with The Rock and Jason. I think it's not Jason Statham, is it? I don't know. They're both really sexy, but it was just a really, really fun movie. Action packed. Really cool cameos were made in there. Were brought in there. Sorry. Really cool. Really funny. Other than that, it was just not more than that. It's a franchise from the Fast and the Furious, which, if you ask me, the Fast and the Furious stopped being the Fast and the Furious like a long time ago. Like a long time ago. I think it's just your typical action movie now with people with really like nice cars, because it's not even about racing anymore. I don't know when Fast and the Furious stopped being about cars. I don't know. Anyways, it's a fun movie. Is nothing to analyze or go into it. It's a fun movie. If you have nothing else to do, go watch it. So we would definitely pay and not nay for this. Or actually, no, you should pay. You should go pay, go see the movie, enjoy it in the theaters. It's a whole experience watching it in the theater than watching it at home. I think it's more fun watching that type of particular movie at the theaters first and then streaming it at home or whatnot. And yeah, that was not much to it with Hobbs and Shaw. It's just action-packed and really unrealistic stuff, which makes a movie really, really fun. But yeah, that's Hobbs and Shaw. And the next movie that I want to talk about, which is Yesterday. I feel like this movie went so underrated. Like, it just went underrated. Not a lot of people went to see it, and I'm a little heartbroken because it was such a good movie. The cinematography was absolutely beautiful. Everything about it was just like, it actually made me love the Beatles. So Yesterday is basically about this guy. He wants to be a singer. He gets into an accident, and for some reason, he wakes up and he's the only one that remembers the Beatles. Like, he's just the only one that remembers their songs, who they are. No one else in the world know who the Beatles are. And he just kind of goes with it. He kind of just like takes their music as his own and whatnot. And it's such a good idea. Like, it's such a good idea, and the movie itself was just so like beautiful. The picture was excellent. There's this shot where they're just walking like on the beach or whatever, and there's like houses, like beach houses, like, you know, those tall beach houses in the background, and they're like white, and some of them are different colors, and they get this like wide, really wide shot of like him and his girl like walking, and it's just beautiful. Like, it was just like this clean, organized scene, and it was just brought together so beautifully. The camera, there's this like slant of the camera in one of the beginning scenes that they do. It's, oh my gosh, just everything about it, the story, the way it just goes. It actually made me really like get into the Beatles music. I was never into them before, and it even introduced me to some songs that I didn't even know the Beatles sung. So it's such a good movie, and I don't know why people didn't like go and watch it, because it was so good. The ending was just so cute. It was just, I loved it. I really, really loved it. Everything about it was amazing, and I feel like it went underrated. And it's not in theaters anymore, but at home, it should be coming like on the streaming services pretty soon. So if you see it on Netflix or on Prime Video or HBO, whatever it is at, you need to sit down and see it, because it was just so beautiful. It was so amazing, and it went underrated, and I don't know why. Because it's such an amazing movie, and I loved it. I'm a sucker for those type of movies. So if you have a chance, look up Yesterday, and it will come up, and it's such, you will enjoy it. Like, it's a really good movie. What else? I think that's it. Yeah. So we talked about Hobbs and Shaw. We talked about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So should we pay or should we nay? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, pay, go see it, go enjoy it. Hobbs and Shaw, definitely go see it. It's really fun. It's The Rock. The Rock makes some really fun movies. They're not movies that you just like have to think about. They're not confusing. They're just your fun popcorn movie. Just sit down, enjoy it, and have fun with it, and take your family and whatnot. And then Yesterday, stream it, because it's such a good movie and it went underrated. I love it. But yeah, so we have 2 that we pay and none that we nay. So yeah, so that's my review for this week, you guys. I'll be watching new movies. The Good Boys just came out, so I'll be watching that this week. I'm really excited. Seth Rogen makes some interesting, to say the least, movies. So I'm gonna go see that one. I'm gonna see what other movies are in the streaming services that I can see, and kind of like give you my opinion about it and whatnot. I hope you guys enjoyed my little opinion about Once Upon a Time and Hobbs and Shaw. I hope you guys go see it and enjoy it, and start watching movies, guys. I will see you guys hopefully this week with my show reviews. Not reviews, but like my opinions on the new shows and whatnot.